This is a real-time review of the CE Shop's online real estate licensing course. I'm going to be covering the costs, the quality of the work, the how long it's going to take, how I'm getting my license in 60 days, customer service, and a bunch of other things in real time. So right now I'm about 1/3 of the way through the course, and I'm about 2.5 weeks in. So I'm stopping right now, and I'm going to update you on what I know so far. So first off, a little background for me. I have 7 years of experience in the mortgage industry. And so things that come easier to me may come a little bit harder to you in some aspects of this course. So I will preface it with that. But let's get into the costs right now. So there are 3 packages. There's a standard, a value, and a premium package. Just get the standard package. Like the other add-ons are really neither here nor there. So, and also, don't ever pay like full price for this thing. There's all sorts of discounts all over the place when it comes to price, to the point that the discounted price to me just seems like the actual price. So the standard package after discount is $471, value $501, and then premium $771. And the only differences between the standard package and the value package are there's some sort of business building course. Who knows what that is, but your broker should be able to help you with building your business. And then the premium package includes the business building course and a 98 hours required continuous education, another 5 Texas real estate edition ebooks. And by the way, I'm taking this course in Texas. And so to me, those are neither here nor there. Once again, the continual education, like you don't need that right now. Get your license, right? Maybe hold that extra $200 for marketing or something like that. And then worry about the continuous education once you actually become like a realtor and further down the line. And so also overall, comparing the price to other programs online, this kind of fit right in the middle. It seemed like it worked well for me. So I've seen courses that were like $1,000. I saw some that were $200. That seemed a little too cheap. The 1,000 seemed like a little too much because you're just taking the course online and reading it yourself. So the price point for me fit right in the sweet spot as far as what I was looking for, doing comparable courses, like comparable sales with the house, right? It fit right in the middle. So a great selling point for me as well was to do the course at my own pace with the goal of completing it in 60 days. And so the 60-day completion time frame, I just did it like this. There's 6 segments you have to complete. They're supposed to take 30 hours each. And if you take those segments, you do 10% a day, you'll do the 6 segments in 60 days. That's essentially how I got to that number. And so you're probably wondering, like, how long does it actually take to do these segments? Does it take a whole 30 hours? No, it does not. So the first segment I did in a little bit over 15 hours. The second segment I did in a little bit over 20 hours. And so right now, the third segment seems to be the easiest because the other segments, they build on each other is what I'm noticing so far. So there's stuff that'll be fresh to you in segment 1. Then in segment 2, maybe 10 or 15% of that will be in segment 2 because they're using similar words and phrases. And then segment 3, honestly, it seems like nothing in segment 3 has been new at all. It seems like it's 100% stuff that I've already been through in the first 2 segments. So I'm 20% through with segment 3. And I did that 20% all today in about an hour and a half. And so segment 3 seems like it may be the quickest segment for me to finish. But you'll find out in part 2 of this video once I get through segment 3. So at the end of each segment, you have to take an actual proctored course. So the first one you take is just an online practice course, and the second one you take is an actual online proctored course. And so before you sign up for these courses, because the proctor needs to have access to your computer to make sure you're not looking up the answers as you do the course, which makes a lot of sense. You take this compatibility test. And so my computer passed the compatibility test. I got kind of an old computer. It's a Lenovo thing right here. But when I actually went to take the test, like the course would not come up at all. So like you click on the course that says take exam, then you go to another screen, and like nothing happened. It kept saying exam not available, exam not available. It allows you to log on a little bit earlier. And then so I talked to the online customer service, and they're like, hey, we can't do anything for you but file a ticket, which, okay, I understand that. And then so this was actually 3 days ago. And so one, I didn't get a ticket number at all. So I'd say the customer service is poor. I didn't get a ticket number. And this is 3 days later, and I've not had anyone follow up with me at all from that online chat. And then also in addition to the online chat, because I looked through my email, I was like, hey, I didn't even get a ticket number. I sent an email myself as well. And so I've got 0 response from their customer service team within 3-day time frame. So it seems like the customer service team is a little shoddy. And so I signed up for the exam again. It seems like you have to wait at least a week out to take these exams. So I finished course, once again, segment 1 tried to take the exam 2 days ago, couldn't do it, and I finished segment 2 yesterday, and I signed up for the exam, which is going to be a week out from now. So I have 2 exams I'm taking the exact same day. And so as far as the quality of the information, honestly, it didn't seem that hard. Once again, I'm prefacing this from coming from 7 years in the real estate industry. So some of these terms, I've kind of at least heard of them, so I'm not 100% fresh. But when it comes to the practice test that they provided me, so far so good. Like the first practice test for segment 1, I got an 86. And then the practice test for segment 2, I got an 84. You need a 70 to pass. And one thing I didn't notice until I actually took the practice test is they actually give you a study guide once you finish the course. So I did take a bunch of notes, which I think you should take your own notes as well. But the study guide is very helpful as well because it annotates the key points that they think you should take away from the lesson as well. So like your notes, say you have your own notes and then you have their key notes, which I think should be a good match for when I actually take the actual proctored exams. And so once I take those, I'll give you feedback on how the proctored exams compared to the actual practice test and the information that is in the course. And so on their website, they do boast like a 68% pass rate for the overall big test. And so how it works is you have to do the 180 hours of training here in Texas. You pass the 6 courses, then you take like the big exam in order to get your license. So that's what the goal I'm shooting for in order to pass that in 60 days. So that's where things stand as of right now. And this is the first of probably 4 to 5 updates. My next update will be when I actually pass those first 2 exams I'm taking on the same day. Then probably at the halfway mark, then when I get through the whole entire course, and then once I get to the big exam to see how this training compared to the exam. And so stick with me on the journey. In the meantime, follow me. These are literally the best home buying tips on YouTube. Check them out. I guarantee they're the best, or you get your money back. All right, see y'all on the journey. And y'all have any questions about anything else, let me know. My contact information is down below.